JVKE aka Jack Lawson. Lagu tadi mungkin pernah Anda dengar ya di media sosial. Jake kini telah menjadi salah satu musisi muda paling menarik dan berpengaruh di industri musik sejak kemunculannya di media sosial tahun 2020. Sejak viral, Jake berhasil meraih pencapaian luar biasa mulai dari ratusan juta pemutaran secara global hingga nominasi MTV VMA tahun lalu. Dan tahun ini, Jake merilis album terbarunya bertajuk This Is What Feels Like dengan sejumlah single yang juga ramai diperbincangkan. Well, join with me now, Jake. Hi, Jake. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I'm excited for this. Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that I am obsessed with, with Golden Hour. Like, I think a lot of people that feel like, as I do, And, I keep listening to your sounds, this golden hour, every time I scroll my page, my timeline, thanks to algorithm.
Yes. No, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it.
Thank you for your time. Anyway, congratulations for your top chart on Spotify globally and your first ever Hot 100 Billboard. Last time I've checked, it's going up to the number 58. Do you think that this golden hour brings you to your golden moment in life?
Man, I think this is definitely my biggest moment with my music career thus far. It's really a blessing just to be able to do what I love and for people to, receive the music well. And so that's all I can really ask for. So I'm just really happy about it.
Okay, but after your viral hits like Upside Down and This Is What Falling in Love Feels Like, right? Sounds like they sound like so upbeat and definitely electropop. And then how you come with this golden hour, which is so different?
Yeah, to me, there's certain types of music that I really love and listen to, and for me, I was just kind of having a bit of fun with some of my earlier music and just releasing different styles and keeping it upbeat and fresh. But this is kind of the music that I would like to release more of. I love just having a lot of musical instruments and really just embellishing with different melodies and harmonies and having lots of fun with that. And so for me, this is more so where I want to head with my music than where it was before. And I've felt a lot more freedom to do that because people are receiving it so well.
But we talk about the music video. Where did the idea for this music video come from with the glitter, sparkle,
Yeah, so there's a lyric in the song that said, she's got glitter for skin. And basically the idea is that she's, so bright and, the glitter is almost kind of rubbing off onto me. And it's just like, I'm just a reflection of her brightness and how beautiful she is. And so that's pretty much the idea of the glitter.
But tell me, which one harder to make? Music like Upside Down or music like Golden Hour?
I think that, because of the way I was raised with the piano practice that I did growing up, I think they're both they're different to me, but Golden Hour came pretty naturally, but I did spend a lot of time on the production and making sure it was the way I wanted. So I would say Golden Hour is a little bit more difficult, but they were both, I spent a lot of time on both of them.
You shine, it's your golden hour.
To me, this whole album is giving people an experience that they can hopefully relate to. I feel, it's a common human experience to fall into love and then break up and then be really sad and then eventually move on and fall out of love. And, I think that wherever people are at in a relationship, whether they're broken up or they're just falling in love with somebody, I want them to have a song that they can listen to and relate to. And then there's those people who have been through all of it. And, that's ultimately for me, this was the story of my first relationship. And so, that was kind of the idea of it, was to have something that people could relate to wherever they're at.
But through the golden hour, are you in love right now?
I mean, I guess right now, since this album was written about my first relationship. I've moved on from that so far, and I think this was kind of like therapy for me.
Oh, yeah?
But yes, it's been really helpful for me to write these songs just to kind of move on from everything that happened.
Okay, Dan. Take me back to the beginning. People start paying attention to you on 2020, since you created a TikTok account. But actually, you've been making music long before that, right?
Yes. I started at the age of 14 making music, but I was taking piano lessons from the age of 3, and then I started taking guitar lessons after that, and then drum lessons. And so I've been doing music for a long time, but I didn't start writing until I was 14, and now I'm 21. So that was 7 years ago. So I've been writing songs and producing, and this whole album was written and produced by me and my brother. And so we've been doing this for a long time.
21, so young. Okay, but what kind of desire that made you, okay, people have to see me now?
Yeah, to me, I always did want to be behind the scenes. And so when the TikTok stuff happened, I just realized that it was a big opportunity, and it was an opportunity for me to get my music heard. But at first, I just wanted to, write for other artists. And so that's how I kind of started out. But once I realized that people wanted what I liked in my own music, then I was like, okay, I'm ready to become an artist and release music for myself.
Okay, tell me about your relationship with your mom and making on music.
Yeah, so me and my mom did a lot of videos early on TikTok, and she's a big reason why I garnered such a big following on there, is we would do a lot of videos together, and she's such an amazing person. Everybody gravitated towards our duo, and we would make music together. But it was all kind of behind the scenes. I would make the beats, and then she would come in and do them, and we kind of used that just as a little viral experiment, and it worked out. But she's the best ever, and I love my mom, but yeah, she taught me piano lessons really early on, and so we have a very close relationship.
It was an experiment. Did you expect this huge successful right now?
Definitely not. I could not have predicted this would happen, but I figured that it was at the beginning of COVID. I had this idea to make a beat and then have my mom make it look like she had just made it. And so I tried it out, and it went really viral. And so we just kept posting, and that's how I got into the TikTok world. Okay.
Many people, as we know, appreciate your music and of course your talent by seeing you perform in front of your teacher, in front of your student as well. I'm curious, since when did you learn to play music?
Yes, so I started at 3 years old with piano, and then
3 years old?
7 years old, yes, yeah, and I hated practicing though. I would give my mom a hard time, and so she then sent me off to take drum lessons at the age of 7, and then by 11 years old, I was taking guitar lessons, and so I learned kind of a base level knowledge of all 3 of those, and then when I started making beats at 14. I used all of those skills to produce everything. And so this entire album was produced by me alone. And so
wow.
I was really excited to be able to do that with my first album.
Wow, that's huge. How many instruments you can play?
So those are the main ones. I've dabbled a little bit with violin and trumpet, but I'm no good at those. But I hope to pick up a new instrument soon.
Okay, tell me, who is your inspiration for music? Like, is there any artist that inspired you in making this album?
Yeah, there was a reference to Frank Ocean in the song Golden Hour, listening to Blonde, which is one of my favorite albums. Basically, he was a big inspiration of mine on this album, but I grew up listening to a lot of church music because I grew up in church, and so that definitely inspired a lot of the album. But then one of my biggest inspirations is Kanye West. A lot of his older music was what I grew up listening to, and so that was a really, really cool inspiration for me. I love his music.
Okay, back to your career. Ever since you become famous on TikTok, your success hasn't stopped. So, Jake, tell me what's next.
For me, what's next? I'm just really excited to release more music. I've been promoting my album recently, posting it on TikTok, all the different social media, and, giving it some space to breathe. But I'm really just excited to release more music. I've got tons of music I've been working on recently. And so this was my first and last album, but I will be releasing music in a different way very soon. And so I'm very excited to put out some more stuff.
Okay, by many viral hits of yours, I believe your fan base is now expanding, including in Indonesia and here. Do you want to say something? Is there something you want to say to your fans in Indonesia?
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so supportive. I hear all about how much you guys are supporting me and my music. So thank you so much. I love you all. And I'll hope to visit really soon. I really want to plan a time to come out and meet you all. So I'm excited for that.
Well, can you sing a bit for us? Your golden hour, perhaps?
It was just two lovers. That's all I got.
That rap, I love that rap. Well, thank you for speaking with CNN Indonesia, Jake. Hopefully we can see you here in Indonesia. Thank you for your time. Good luck for everything. Success, okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya. Well, itu tadi dia interview hari ini di Showbiz Corner bersama dengan musisi kenamaan Jake yang lahir viral dari TikTok ya. Dan terima kasih sudah bergabung bersama saya hari ini. Saya Prasidya Puspa pamit. Sampai ketemu pekan depan. Oke, see ya. Bye-bye.